Hi, my name is Tiago Duarte and welcome to another video tutorial here at DailyBeats. In today's video, I'm going to talk about this new plugin that I got from Waves. It's called Kramer Tape Stereo. It's basically a tape emulation and I'm really enjoying this plugin. So what I'm going to do is give you a general overview. I'm still not fully aware of all the knobs and everything, but I will show you an example of how I use it in one of my latest tracks, and you can listen for yourself and see the difference. But before we start, I would like to ask you to subscribe and activate notifications so that you know when I upload new videos, and if you have any questions, just leave a comment below. Also consider supporting my channel by buying one of my products at DailyBeatsVI or become a premium or exclusive member, and you will have access to exclusive tutorials about music production and much more content that you can see here. So with that out of the way, let's go ahead and switch to FL Studio. And this is basically the plugin here. As you can see, it's very simple. There is a bunch of presets, mostly for bass, guitars, drums, vocals, delays and stuff. And the nice thing about this is that this emulates old school tape recorder. And what basically this is showing here is the two plates of the tape recorder, and this is the tape itself. And yeah, this is pretty much it. This has no impact in the sound itself, this animation, but it's just to give that vibe, that feeling. So as you can see here, we have several knobs, and we have here a speed, and if I change this, you can see the speed changes, the speed of the wheels changes, and this also affects the sound. This is normally a little bit more warm, not so clear, so bright, and 1.15, actually this is 7.5, I think this is 15. It spins faster, so it's usually a little bit cleaner in terms of especially high frequencies. Here is the bias. I'm not quite aware of what does this mean. Here we have the meters, and here we can have a delay and a slap. I think this will be the slap delay, and you can put here the percentage of what you want. Here we have the record level and the playback level. This is basically what how tape machines used to work. I'm not very technical into this type of machines, but I know that you had like a level of input that you could adjust, and that would also determine the amount of distortion that you would get in this type of systems. And here with this record level, you can adjust the amount. They are linked here at this moment, and here the playback level would will determine the amount of level that is in the output. So these are linked, so if you crank one up, the other will go down, and if you put one down, for instance the record level down, it will put the playback level up, as you can see here. So if I turn it down and turn it up, they move in opposite ways. Here we have something that is called flux. I'm not quite aware of what is this. And here wow and flutter. This is basically to add some variations in the how can I say, in the pitch of the audio, because these old systems, like tape machine systems, you could have some distortion in the pitch, and I mean distortion in terms of the pitch not always the same. It fluctuating. The pitch could fluctuate, and this is an effect that you can emulate here. And again here the noise. And if I play back this part, I have a selection of the main drop, and let's go put here not this here, and let's listen to it. So here now we have the Kramer Tape Stereo here enabled, and you can see that the levels are just hitting the distortion here. And if I take it off, now on, try to listen to the kick and the bass, especially the kick. As you can see, the kick gets rounder, gets more full, and this is something that I really. The first time that I bought the plugin, I installed it, and the first time I put it here like this in one of my tracks, I was like, whoa, this is really amazing. So I had to. Nowadays I put in all my tracks. All my tracks, they have all this the Kramer master tape. They have it in. The tracks have this plugin in the final master chain or mastering chain, and it's really amazing because it gives some warmth to the low end, because without it sounds nice, but it sounds digital, and when you put it sounds more full. The bass gets more character, and it's really nice. I really enjoy this plugin, and in this example it's quite extreme, as you can see here, but I have another track that I was working on, and this one actually the difference was like completely amazing. I couldn't find the track in time before recording this video, or I used this one because I think it's also a good example, but the effect that this plugin has in the bass, especially in the bass, for me it's amazing. We can see also here the speed. As you can see, it loses a little bit of the high frequencies, probably because of the speed of the tape going through the record and the playback part. If I put it here, we get back the high frequencies. So you can, if you want a more old school vibe, you can use this one here. For this one, I prefer to have it faster, and yeah, we can also check here the whoa and flutter. As you can see, this pitch variation. This, of course, is too extreme. We can, I think it was 50, around 50. Okay, and then we also have noise. We can crank up the noise so that you can see, or you can hear what it sounds. So this is basically it, and of course we can put no effect here, and we can see that there is not too much distortion. The effect is still a little bit there, of course, but it's when we start cranking up that we get those tape harmonics, and this is really it's hard to explain, because this is something that you have to how can I say, it's the term that most people use is musical, but yeah, that doesn't it's too vague, and I run the risk of being in that vague area. But as you can see, I hope you can listen to it, and when we start cranking the record level, you can see that these harmonics put the low frequencies, especially the kick, they give it some warmth, some tape saturation, which is quite nice. So let's crank up. Of course, you can overdo it, and in this case it's just distortion, not so good. But even here, okay, I think here it's a little bit too much. I like to have it here in the red zone. That's for me, at least in this type of music that I'm producing, in this case is techno. I feel it's the sweet spot. Also in some hip hop tracks that I produced here, usually it's the right spot for the tracks. And let's see the difference again. I don't know, it feels like it glues everything. It puts the The low frequency is more more musical. It's hard to explain. I hope you understood, you listened, you could see the differences, and I strongly recommend this plugin. I got it for like 30 euros. I think it's a very good plugin for the money, for the price. And one thing that I would suggest to you is that you go ahead and subscribe to Waves, because they are having some really nice discounts. And you can find some really cheap plugins and really nice plugins. And I think for 30 euros, this is worth the investment. If you are, for instance, selling beats on your website or BeatStars or whatever, if you sell one beat, you pay this plugin, and the quality of your beats improves significantly, because we don't have this type of plugins natively in FL Studio. I'm not bashing FL Studio plugins. I really love the plugins here in FL Studio, but I feel that if you have the chance to improve and make your sounds better, I think you should invest in this type of plugins. And yeah, for 30 euros, I think it's a really good deal for what you get for the money. And this plugin, I think it costs like 100 and something. So now they lowered the prices. There was a time where Aves were really expensive plugins, but nowadays it's much more accessible for everyone to have Waves plugins. And if you can see, I have a bunch of Waves plugins. I bought like one of the bundles, and I still love them. I bought this Kramer. I also bought the linear phase. So yeah, and the vitamin stereo. Actually, this was a deal that they got. Like if you buy one plugin for 29 euros, you get one plugin for €1. So I bought these vitamins also. This plugin called vitamins. I don't know why I'm saying vitamins, but yeah, I will do a different review for that one. But this one here, I think it's a really good plugin that you should buy if you want to get this type of harmonics. And even though this is a old school thing, like the tape harmonics and tape saturation, I think it's really musical, and it will give, especially in your bass, it will give you much more rich and warm bass in your productions, especially now that we produce in a digital world. If we can have this type of plugins to help us out, having this old school vibe, or to enrich our productions with this type of plugins, I think it's a really good deal. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I strongly recommend you buy this plugin. I'm not sponsored by Waves. I just really enjoy this plugin, and yeah, if you want to really buy it, I think you should go ahead, go to waves.com. I think it's waves.com. Sign up for their newsletters, and you will receive once in a while or regularly emails from them with deals and discounts and everything, and you can take advantage of these discounts and buy really good plugins for cheap, I think. And this is it, guys. Again, the review, it's really great. If you want me to do some different how can I say, different styles, show you different genres, maybe do some tweaking with the knobs, just let me know in the comments below. And this is it. If you are new here to this channel, subscribe and activate notifications so that you know when I upload new videos. Consider supporting my channel by buying one of my products at DailyBeatsVI, or become a premium or exclusive member, and you will have access to exclusive tutorials about music production. I don't know why I'm putting S's in all my words today, but it is what it is. So my name is Tiago. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.